So there's 3 legs to a triangle, so I'm going to set up 3 fractions. And what this means is that the leg, some leg A, to the sine value of its corresponding angle A, that fraction is the same exact number as if we took leg B and divided it by the sine value of angle B. And that's the same exact number as if we did the same thing with leg C and the sine value of C. So the legs divided by the sine value are all equal in this case. So in order for this case to happen, it has to be an oblique triangle. So over to the side, draw an oblique triangle. And guys, an oblique triangle just doesn't have a right angle. So don't draw a right triangle. Draw the other kind of triangle, the best you can. It can be small, but don't make it too small because we're going to end up writing measures in it eventually. So let's label our angles. Remember, your angles are always capital letters, so ABC. And guys, remember the legs are always across. So if this is angle A, then this is leg A right here, across from it. If that is angle B, leg B is at the bottom. Angle C is here, so leg C is going to be over on the other side. Okay, so here's what's on our agenda for the day. There's only going to be 4 examples. 2 of them are straight, two of them are straight computation problems. 2 of them are application problems. The first one that we're about to do is going to take the longest because we're going to talk about it. But example 2 is going to go a little faster. But before we go to example 2, let's talk about example 1. All right, for example 1, here's your instructions. You're going to solve the triangle. When you see the word solve the triangle, all you're going to do is find all 3 angle measures and all 3 leg values. And I'm just setting up my fill in the blank right here. But in order to use the law of sines, it has to be a non-right triangle, an oblique triangle. And you guys have to be given at least 2 degrees and 1 side. You have to be given at least 2 angles and 1 side, or you cannot use this. So let me give you the information. Here's what's given. Angle C is given. That's 102.3 degrees. And the other angle that's given is angle B, and that's 28.7 degrees. And then you have to be given a leg measure. And the leg measure that's given is 27.4. All right, let's solve the triangle. Let's draw a sketch. Y'all leave it kind of big enough where you can write inside of it. So again, I'm going to label it kind of consistently. A is going to be the angle on the left. B's at the top. C's on the right. And here's what we know. We know angle B is 28.7. We know angle C is 102.3. And we're given leg measure B. So remember, leg measure B is across from angle B, so the leg measure is down here. So let's write 27.4 on the outside of the triangle down there. All right, let's go ahead and find angle C, angle A. Let's find angle A. So easy. It's just 180 minus these. So turn on your calculator. And guys, make sure it's in degree mode. Always check that it says DEG at the bottom. And y'all, let's just find angle A. So just 180 minus 28.7 minus 102.3. Angle A, you should just get an even 49 degrees. So let's write that down, 49 degrees. We're rolling. We only need 2 leg measures now. Here's where the law of sines comes in. So guys, the law of sines has 3 equivalent ratios, but that's just to show you because there's 3 legs. You don't need all 3 of these to find your missing pieces. This is just like an old junior high proportion problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a proportion where I have a complete fraction. And remember, the complete fraction is a leg over its corresponding sign value. The only leg I'm given is leg B, so that's going to go on the top. And underneath is going to be the sign value for angle B. So let's write sine, and then remember angle B was 28.7. So write 28.7 next to that. I'm just going to go in alpha order, so I'm going to be looking for leg A. I have no idea what leg A is, so I'm going to write the letter A. But underneath that, I'm going to write the sine value for the corresponding angle. So I'm going to write sine of 49. And then we are going to crisscross to solve proportions. Some of your junior high teachers called that the butterfly method. So we're going to multiply these 2 together. And I'm not even using the calculator. I'm just going to stick them together. So I'm going to write 27.4 times the sine value of 49 degrees. I'm going to recopy the equal sign. And then we're going to multiply these 2 together. Again, I'm just going to put A in front. So this is A times the sine value of 28.7. Now remember, we want A by itself. We're looking for leg A. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to barely squeeze this in at the bottom of my paper. We're going to divide both sides by what is stuck next to leg A, which is sine of 28.7. So we're going to divide both sides by sine of 28.7. Now remember, these are going to cancel out. I'll just continue my work up here. So 27.4 times the sine value of 49 divided by the sine value of 28.7 is going to give us leg measure A. And we're about to put that in the calculator, but remember there's a couple of things that I could ask you on a test or a quiz. First of all, I could ask you calculator ready. That's what that is. I could also ask you for exact form. And I know some of us got a little nervous about what exact form was on the previous test. I would write this down. If I asked for the exact form of a leg, it is going to be that. So don't forget that part. Now remember, this is calculator ready, so let's go back to the calculator, type it in just like that. All right, so 27.4 times the sine value of 49. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Now I'm going to hit divide and then sine of 28.7. So divide by sine of 28.7. And then that's going to be our leg measure for A, rounded. So listen, we're going to round 3 places behind the decimal, so it's 4 places behind the decimal. So when A is rounded, it is going to be 43.061. So remember, leg A is going to be right here, 43.061. Oh, sorry guys, I don't know how long that was up. Any questions on how I got 43.061? All right, we still have leg C. Guys, leg C is going to be using the same format. In fact, I'm going to recopy the same left side of my equation. I'm just going to alter the right side for leg C. Oh, hold on. Let me fill in this gap right here. All right, leg C. So let me go to the back. Let me go ahead and recopy that left side of my paper. So remember, that was 27.4. And remember, this was sine of 28.7. But remember, this time I'm looking for C. So the letter C is going to go on top. And then we need the sine value for angle C. And remember, for angle C, we got 102.3. So I am going to ask for a calculator ready, but you guys should be able to go straight to that step. Calculator ready is always these two multiplied together. The denominator is always diagonal from the unknown. So C in exact form is going to be 27.4 times the sine value of 102.3. And if you guys notice, I did not use parentheses. Parentheses are not necessary. That means they're multiplied. Divided by sine of 28.7. There you go. That's calculator ready. Let's go ahead and type that in, round, and then we'll just practice one more time for efficiency. So 27.4 is sine of 102.3. Don't forget to divide by the sine value of 28.7. So there's our leg. Our final leg C rounded is going to be 55.747. I'm going to turn my paper over and fill in that triangle. 55.747. And that's solved when you have all pieces. Any questions on that?